Good morning, Sagittarius gang gang. Good morning. So let's take a look and happy November. And I believe that this is the Day of the Dead too, for anyone who celebrates. I do in a way that I honor those who have passed, honor my ancestors' family specifically. My mom specifically, because she passed a few years ago. And, you know, what I do, which you might find enjoyable, who knows, but I write about joyful experiences that I had with people who passed. I kind of spend some time with them and talk to them, and yeah, it's just, it's just about honoring those who have gone. I am so grateful to my ancestors because I didn't immediately appreciate what they had given me, didn't really even realize it until certain things started to come out within the family. My mother had a lot of gifts. Not that we're not all psychic, but my mother, who was a Scorpio sun and moon, she would actually hear conversations, but she just didn't realize that's what was happening. And that's when I had started to discover about the generational gifts within my family. And it's really funny because we all have them. Only parts of the family don't really resonate, or because non-believers and all. So, but yes, we will, like, there are significant dates that we'll all just start talking to each other. And not I remember there was even a day in which the entire family was exchanging messages and pictures about my mother, and it was not like a significant date. It wasn't the date of her passing. It wasn't her birthday. And it was crazy the way we were all in tune with the same thing. So, yeah, I also know that so my family used to tell me about some witchy things that my grandmother and my grandfather used to do. Like boiling bay leaves is a good example. And I was like, oh, things are really starting to make sense now. Okay, so let's get to it. The energies of the day, right? So you might feel the energy feels really strong today. And the beginning of the month is also, there are like some fun things you could do. You should always clean your house, so that you can, let other things in, throw out whatever it is you can. And also blowing cinnamon into your rooms. That is a little witchy trick for prosperity. So, let's go. Let's go, Sag. Let's do all the things here. So the energies go. So interestingly enough, your card of the day, and I have seen this so much because, Sag, I really feel as if things are starting to happen, or they're going to be, because your card of the day is the Knight of Wands, like, and the Knight of Wands for me is one of the most passionate cards in the deck. So many readers tend to look at the Knight of Wands in such a poor light, but the truth is the Knight of Wands is always passionate, always ready to go, and it is kind of a clue of new adventure coming in, right? So the universe wants you to be in tune with your adventurous spirit, and especially because the Knight of Wands is also really good at staying in the moment. So try to find the passion and the excitement in your everyday life, Sag. That's what I'm taking about from it, right? Definitely. So in terms of what's coming in, I feel like that new things are coming in, because we're seeing birth here. Now, for some, yeah. I mean, you could be getting pregnant, because I keep seeing the cards for pregnancy. But, for others, this is just about new life. It's about, and it really feels like a new vision here, because we have Pisces in the 12th house. Pisces rules the 12th house, right? And Pisces is probably, you know, I tend to think of, well, Pisces is definitely very in tune with spirits. I don't know if you know any Pisces, but they tend to actually see spirits. And so they're very in tune intuitively because, you know, they live in the soul, right? But what's happening here is that you're birthing a new vision, and you know that something new is coming or starting or whatever. And this is great because, wow, you have like all of the intuitive kind of movements, because we're seeing Scorpio sun and Pisces sun, right? So it could be a Scorpio or a Pisces has something to do with a new vision in your life, a new direction that you're going. But the 8th house definitely, now this would be death and rebirth, y'all. This is beautiful. You're getting ready to birth new things, right? Definitely. And definitely taking action. For some, you know, because Taurus rules the 2nd house, you know, I kind of really feel like, I feel like your money is going to increase. This is somehow going to increase your status in life. But I also feel, okay, especially here with the 12th house, you're going to need to keep your plans quiet. And we keep seeing this, right? We keep seeing this. Whatever your new vision is, try to keep it quiet, because I feel like people who feel like they're more practical are going to try to dissuade you from it. Okay? You know, maybe even telling you that, you know, it's more important to have a stable position, or especially if you're pursuing dreams. You know, a lot of times people just don't get it, right? And so I kind of feel this energy for you, Sagittarius. You might want to keep it to yourself so that you don't have to defend yourself. And also, like, seriously, this was something my mother taught me. You keep your money to yourself. Do not tell people how much money you have. You know, and really that can be reflected within your possessions. And I'm not saying, you know, live like a poor person or, you know, any of that, but, you know, you want to keep in mind of everything that you've worked for here, right? It's not really about possessions. It's not about status. So you may really be thinking today about that. You know, so I know that was a little confusing. I just keep seeing a few different things. And very often I see the need for us to keep our plans to ourselves, because I feel like other people look at us like we're kind of flighty, right? Like we don't know what we're doing. But things always work out for us because it's just the way that it goes, even when it seems crazy. Even when the ideas are crazy, you know, they tend to try to tell us to be more practical, you know, think about what we have to protect here. And that's why I feel like you need to keep your plans to yourself. You know, it's really a good mode anyway. It really is. So you're determined, Sag. Jeez. 5 of Swords can also be that kill or be killed, right? Is that kill and be killed? There's a lot of determination to win with the 5 of Swords. And with the 10 of Wands, you know, you are determined to get past whatever is difficult at this point. You really are. And you don't care if you have to do it yourself. And that's really great energy, I feel like. So with the Ace of Wands reversed and the Ace of Pentacles upright. Now that is, you know, we have to see the Ace of Wands reverse, which is kind of sucky, right? Speaks of delays and, you know, lack of energy, feeling uninspired. You know, that's something ended here, Sagittarius, so that something else could come in, is basically what this is saying. Like if something ended, if a direction you were going to and you felt very passionate about it, you felt very excited about it, and then it came to like an abrupt halt, it was because the universe had something better for you. And it always does. It always does. And that's why we can't really get upset about things that end. I mean, that's just how it is. Sometimes it's just about making space, right? So interestingly enough, the devil's in your blessings. Now, the devil isn't just toxic stuff, right? But I do see that the devil and the Five of Pentacles, like if things have been hard, and they've been hard, right? They've been stagnant. It's kind of talking about taking losses, right? And or things not going your way, maybe some financial difficulties. But the universe wants you to see that it was shown to you to actually add to your power. All right? Even if it was dealing with difficult people, that was shown to you to make you more powerful. Because sometimes we learn more through the stuff that hurts us than we do, in the good stuff. But it kind of is showing you where the mistakes are. What are the habits that you need to change? Those kinds of things. So in this case, the devil's a good energy for you because it's actually adding to your power. I don't know what else to say about that, right? And your challenge is the Three of Pentacles and the Strength card. It might be a little difficult for people to see your way or to get people to move on something you want to move on, right? I kind of feel here like you have an answer to something. And it's like it's hard to get people to cooperate with you. And that is hard. It's a challenge. Because I feel like you have an answer here, and I feel like maybe other people aren't really paying attention to that. Which, okay. So how can you have a good day, Sag? It's so interesting how the energies that are seemingly painful actually are empowering you. You are literally being empowered through the storm, which makes sense. I mean, I recently saw about, I did a reading for myself recently where, it was about Phoenix energy. Because Sagittarius is Phoenix energy. We constantly start over. And we don't and it actually excites us in a way because we love change, right? So Judgment with the Ten of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the Three of Swords. You understand that problems come. And problems come, the problems are being shown to you. They come for you to overcome. And as far as whatever hurdles you've been trying to jump over, what it's shown you, Sag, is that there's nothing you can't climb over. I feel like that's the lesson here. Because problems will always come. Challenges will always come. But what's happening here is that you're taking it for what it is. You're now able to see the problems without stopping your dream. Knight of Cups. Without stopping your dream and understanding that problems are just going to come. And that's the way it is. And there's nothing that you can't overcome, to be honest with you. Yeah. Two of Wands reversed with the Two of Swords. There may be a change in direction here, Sag. There may be a direction you thought you were going, and that's changing, and maybe right now you're a little unwilling to face that. But it will all, and I feel like this is what you can't see either, is that things all will stabilize. Yeah, they will stabilize. And it's so funny because one thing I never noticed about the Hermit, which was pointed out to me, is that the star is inside the lantern, which means you're still going towards, your wishes are still being fulfilled. It just may be taking a little longer because you're being shown what needs fixing, what needs addressing, what hurdles have to be jumped over. And I actually feel, Sagittarius, and some people may disagree with me, I feel like it's empowering you. I actually do. It's kind of like this energy of like, oh, well, you know, that was terrible, but that's over now. And now I know what not to do here. You know, it's interesting. But we are the optimists, so. Yes. And since today is the Day of the Dead, I'm going to be doing ancestor messages today as your random reading. But let's see what the angels have for you, Sag. What do you want to tell Sagittarius? What do you want to tell Sagittarius? What do you want to tell Sagittarius? And then we'll see how your day is going to end up. What do you want to tell? Oh, okay. Blessing in disguise. Oh my goodness, exactly. What appears to be a problem is actually a part of your answered prayer. You'll understand the reasons behind your present situation as everything resolves. Trust in heaven's protection and infinite wisdom to answer your prayer in the best way. I actually think like you're seeing that. You're seeing how the problems actually help you, Sag. Wow. I'm sorry, y'all. I get so excited. So let's see how this day all ends up. How does the day end up? Sagittarius. How does the day end up? Oh, what? 10 of Pentacles. Definitely people working together. The Chariot reversed. How does this day end up? Oh, and the Lovers. Okay. Definitely it feels like you are like there is work being done. It isn't exactly overcoming the problem, but you know, with the 10 of Pentacles and the Chariot reverse, you are getting everyone or whoever it is you need to be to sit at the table. Sit at the table so we can make decisions about how to move forward. You don't exactly move forward, but at least everyone's sitting at the table. It is what it's saying. And with the 5 of Pentacles and 6 of Swords is that I feel like you're able to get others to see the problems, you know, and so that you know you're making a plan here is basically what it's saying about how do we get over these issues. I feel like that's directly, this could be with a partner, or this could be all about a partnership or a group of people. Yeah, okay, so all's well that ends well. At least you're getting people in, at least like there's talking happening. You know what I'm saying, Sag? There's talking happening. So let's do one more. I know this ran a little long. See what you need to focus on today, Sag. Jeez. It got super cold super fast. I'm not liking it. It's like brrr. What does Sagittarius need to focus on? Listening. You're needing to listen to everyone's side here, or somebody said. You need to be in the mode of listening with understanding because empathy is here. Maybe you're needing to see other points of view. And slow down. Slow down, Sag. There's no fire. Okay, Sagittarius, that's what I have for you. Toodles.